Tired of characters who blush and faint when a girl's near them? Then here are 10 romance anime where the main character isn't shy. Let's go. Number 10, F, A Tale of Memories.
素直でいい女性ですよ。憧れます。付き合っているんですか？
まさか。何かと付き合わされてるだけだ。
F is an anime that combines several love stories and speaks about a lot of themes like love, rejection, acceptance, and memories. Yeah, we got the good old memory issues in this story, but at least we don't have amnesia. On one side, we follow the love story of Hiro, who needs to choose between the girl who stole his bike and his childhood friend. On the other side, we have Renji, a guy who wants to be a knight in shining armor for some girl.
帰る。
ナギ？おい、どうした？
And yeah, this is based on a visual novel. When I say this is based on a visual novel, you know where this is heading. We got multiple routes, multiple love stories, and in the end, you're crying like a little baby because the anime knows how to portray people struggling with their dreams in such a unique way. Number 9, Special A. The main character of Special A is not shy because he's better than the female character in every way, and our girl is jealous of it. Yes, that's right, it's time for the love rivalries. It follows the love story of Hiraki and Kei. Kei is better than Hiraki when it comes to everything, so Hiraki decides to enroll in the same school as Kei in order to rank among the best students.
どうしてここに？
呼び出したのはそっちでしょ。おかげで貴重な時間を無駄にしました。
なんかムカつく。
それで今度は何の勝負ですか？
Since this is a shoujo anime, there will be a lot of shoujo elements repeating in the story, but the rivalry between the main characters can keep you hooked. Apart from the two main characters, the side characters were also developed really well. The animation here might feel a bit old since this is an old anime, but come on, we got love rivalries. What more could you ask? Number 8, Cross Game. Time for some sports. It's about Ko Kitamura and Aoba Tsukishima, who are rivals even though their families are good friends. Why are they rivals? Well, Ko has a crush on Aoba's older sister, and Aoba doesn't want that. And to add fuel to the flames, Aoba is interested in baseball even though Ko has no interest in it. So when these two meet, it's like fire and water.
青葉のやつ、すごい球投げんだな。
最近は4年生の男子チームに混ざって出てるみたい。ピッチャーで。
If you've watched Toradora, then this will give you similar vibes. The two main characters at first hate each other, but then realize they have a lot in common. Apart from the romance, the sports aspect of the show is also done really well. Instead of using the sport as a way to develop the rivalry between the two, this time it's used to bring these two together. So it's more like sports with love. Number 7, Armed Girls Machiavellianism. The main character here is a Giga Chad. He goes to a girls' school, insults all the girls, acts like a bad boy, and jumps out of the classroom window. The story happens in Private Aichi Academy, a high school ruled by girls. Instead of the student council, we have a 5-member girl band called Supreme Five Swords, who are allowed to bring weapons to school. As for the boys, well, they're forced to dress as girls. But then our guy Nomura comes along and decides to teach the girls a lesson.
軽薄な態度と裏腹のまっすぐさ。
From the first episode itself, you can see that there's some overarching mystery in the story, and then you're left to wonder how all of this is unraveled. There's also the good old fight between the badass boy and the badass girl. Even though the beginning and the ending of this show is great, the middle part feels really silly, so if you're watching this show, keep watching. At least you'll get a good season finale. Number 6, Kaicho wa Maid-sama.
危なっかしいんだよね。
寄るな！お前なんかの力は借りない。
Everyone knows Maid-sama, but if you haven't watched it and thought this show was about a maid, you're completely right. On one side, we got the energetic student council president Misaki, who acts like the big boss of the school but secretly works as a maid in a local maid cafe. On the other side, we have Takumi Usu, who is the most popular guy in school who suddenly starts stalking Misaki. Can love blossom between these two?
こういう格好すればそれなりに。って可愛いからって触りすぎ。大丈夫か？
Turns out that Takumi guy really knows how to charm a girl. The character development of this show is really well done. As the story progresses, we see Misaki isn't some man-hating tyrant, and the guy has his own issues as well. But the chemistry between them is great. The romantic development is great, and we even get a good villain in the end. If you haven't watched this show, watch it now. Number 5, Touch.
え
これ
可愛いクッションだね。
Back to visit a very old show. How old, you ask? Well, buddy, this came out in early 1985, back when you weren't even born. And yes, since this is an old anime, the animation feels really weak compared to modern romance anime. But can we say the same for the story? Nope, because the story of this anime is much better than a lot of anime coming out these days.
なんで大騒ぎなんだよ。
いつからみなみとかっちゃんがいい名付けになったのよ。
あ、そのこと。
The story features a love triangle. Wait, don't leave. Here's the interesting part. The love triangle consists of 2 twin brothers and the girl next door. As you guessed, only one twin brother can get the girl, so the question is, who is gonna win the girl over? One of the brothers is very talented and the other is good at just slacking off. The girl likes both of them equally, but you'll have to watch till the end to see who she chooses. Number 4, Nodame Cantabile.
先輩のですよ。昨日私が外したから。
人違いだ。それは俺のじゃない。
あれは先輩でしたよ。
違う。
うちの前で拾ったですよ。
断じて違う。
でも同じ匂いです。
Ah, yes, the love story between a violinist and a pianist. Do these love stories go well? Ah, of course they don't, but this is an exception. This time we have our guy playing the violin and the girl playing the piano, and as soon as they hear each other's music, it becomes one of those love at first sight scenarios. The characters are very refreshing since they have personalities of their own rather than feeling like they've been ripped off from the usual tropes.
二人で。
やってみない？野田くんと二人でピアノ2台の曲。
冗談じゃない。なんで俺がこんなゴミ女と一緒に。
野田めぐみです。
What are the other good things we have? Well, 1, this show doesn't happen in high school. Thank God. No more confessions under the cherry blossom tree. 2, this doesn't happen in Japan. Yes, you heard that right. It happens in Europe. My viewers in Europe, you finally have an anime that's happening in your continent. How cool is that? Number 3, Grisaya no Kajitsu.
ただのラムネ菓子よ。それがどうかしたの？
これ見よがしに俺の前で食うから聞いてみただけだ。
うるさいわね。あんたに見せるためにやったんじゃないわよ。
Want to know how a certain student named Yuji made all the girls in the academy fall in love with him? Wait no more, because that's the story of Fruits of Grisaya. This is one of the few romance anime that have an interesting male character who's both badass and knows how to get the girls. I mean, look at this. This girl tries to stab him with a blade and he dodges it, sweet talks her, and if you play the visual novel, you can see the guy marries her as well.
なんで今のが避けられるの？
俺の周りでは時間が半分の速さで動いているんだ。
嘘？
無論嘘だ。
バカにしたわね。許せない。
I've said this many times, but if you want to experience the fruits of Grisaya experience, you should play the visual novel. The anime skips a lot of important content, and the visual novel fleshes out these really well. If you still want to watch the anime, make sure to watch the movie because that's what discusses the backstory of our main character. Number 2, Monogatari.
星野はなんというか変なおっさんだけど、一応僕の恩人なんだ。その恩人に危険人物を合わせるわけにはいかないから、文房具は僕が預かる。
There's going to be a lot of talk on this show, but the dialogue and the characters are what make the show popular. Oh, and I shouldn't forget to compliment their art style. I mean, look at this. Studio Shaft really knows how to bring a light novel to life.
私に向かって同じようなセリフを吐いた人が5人いるわ。その全員が詐欺師だった。あなたもその部類なのかしら、押野さん。
The anime revolves around Koyomi Araragi, who gets involved with various girls around him on solving their problems. His first interaction is with Hitagi Seijihara, who soon becomes his girlfriend. Other girls then approach him with their own problems, and Araragi tries his best to solve their problems with the help of a man named Meme Oshino. Like I said, go expecting a ton of dialogue. Number 1, Oregairu.
お願い事決まった？
おう。
じゃあ一緒に回そう。
And we're finishing off the list with one of the best romance anime characters of all time. No, not Yui, no, not Yukino. We're speaking about Hirosuka Sensei, and Hachiman's pretty good too. The story is about how antisocial Hachiman slowly opens up to the people around him, while also forcing them to change along with him. He's more like a villain in the first few episodes, but you'll soon realize that's his way of looking cool.
作戦変更だ。飛べのいいところを探すより、海老名さんの好みに合わせていこう。
おお、なるほど。
ところで、海老名さんは戸部くんのことをどう思っているのかしら。
And like every romance anime, here we have the love triangle. And since this anime has officially finished, we all know who's going to win. So when the rejection episode comes along, make sure to grab your tissue boxes and start wiping your tears. Or you could be like me and play the visual novel and marry Hirosuka Sensei.
やはり専業主婦が一番堅実な線じゃないかと。
まだ言うか。